Breast cancer is a disease that can strike when you least expect it. Kathleen Rawlings was training to climb Mount Kilimanjaro when she got that news. She joins us to share her story alongside doctors Man Farha and Masa Roheptash from MedStar Franklin Square Cancer Center at Loch Raven campus. Welcome, you three. Happy to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I want to start with you, Kathleen.
Okay.
Tell me how this happened. Start with your story.
So I was training to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, and I trained for like a year and a half.
I can
and I was
imagine.
ready.
Yeah.
And I had to get a medical clearance for it. And when I went, that's when they sent me for the mammogram and discovered that I had cancer. So
Now, did you have any symptoms? Anything that you noticed?
No. I mean, I was probably in the best shape of my adult life.
Right,
so,
you were about to climb a mountain.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so you had a trial, a procedure. I actually want to start with you, Dr. Farha, because what exactly is a lumpectomy? And is that how she was treated with it, or?
Yes.
Yes.
The essence of surgical treatment for breast cancer is removing the tumor itself
Correct.
and checking whether the tumor spread to the lymph nodes. For the treatment of the breast, you do one of two things: either lumpectomy with radiation or a mastectomy. Most patients do very well with a lumpectomy with radiation.
Just
Actually,
taking
do
out the
better.
lump.
Just taking the tumor with a margin around it.
Okay.
Sometimes the tumors are a little too big,
Okay.
where shrinking these tumors before surgery is very helpful. And this is one of the reasons that Kathleen was a very good candidate for preoperative chemotherapy.
And what about the sentinel lymph node? Can you talk about what that is exactly?
Well, a sentinel is a guard. So in the armpit, where these tumors spread, there's a lot of lymph nodes, which we don't have to remove. We
Right.
take the sentinels, the guards out, and check them. If they don't have tumor in them, that's a good thing. Lowers the stage, affects what Dr. Mohaptash will do and what the radiation doctor will do. But if there's tumor in them, then additional treatments may be necessary. So we take only 2 or 3 or maximum 4 lymph nodes, as opposed to the usual thing where people would take 20 or 30 lymph nodes, increasing lymphedema problems.
Got it. So you could be more targeted.
Yes.
Yes. And Dr. Mohaptash, Kathleen was a good candidate for a trial. So tell me about this trial and why she was such a good candidate.
So there are different types of breast cancer. She had a type of breast cancer called triple negative breast cancer, and we know in advanced stages of triple negative, like stage 4, immunotherapy helps in a subset of patients. But the question is still on the table if in early stage it also works. And Kathleen's tumor was early stage, although it was triple negative. So that made her a perfect candidate for this trial.
And you had this trial. Describe to me the process and your treatment and how you are today.
Okay. So after I was diagnosed, I had asked if I could still climb the mountain, and I was told I couldn't. So after I was diagnosed, I was sent to have genetic testing, and then from there, Dr. Farha did the biopsies. Well, actually, you did those first. Then I met Dr. Mohaptash, and she told me about the trial. I was very interested in immunotherapy. We started chemotherapy right away, and that was a few months. And then
The process was about a year, from July to July.
yeah, it was chemo first, then surgery,
Yes.
then the immunotherapy was every 3 weeks. I also had the radiation, and then it continued until July. So
And
went
how are
from
you doing now?
awesome.
Yeah, you
So,
look awesome.
yeah, thanks.
And your doctors bragged about you too for a moment. They said that even during chemo, you were walking several miles a day. So you responded well to the treatment overall with MedStar.
I guess I did, yeah.
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 Okay, so people might have questions, and if they do, they can go right now to learn more and tune in today, all day today on WMAR, starting at 4 p.m. to talk to MedStar Health's panel of experts. And then, of course, they can go online to medstarhealth.org/breast or call the number on the screen as well. Thank you so much for being here and telling us more about this trial and the treatment. Appreciate you being here. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.